Should be live. We'll give you a few minutes. Some people to let me know you could hear me. Happy Sunday, everybody. We're starting to do these live streams pretty much now regularly at 10 a.m. It's just been crazy. I've been swamped with work, so I need to do it a little bit earlier on the weekends now. Just on my second or third coffee of the day. Had some pre-workout, so I'm a little bit buzzing. I probably need to lower my caffeine intake. Let me make sure that the bit rate's good. Okay. So I'm not too sure what we're going to talk about today. If you guys have some questions, I'll kind of go over what I've been doing for the last week. We haven't had that many videos haven't been released. I only released one video. Typically, I do 2 or 3 a week. It's just been crazy busy. I've been a little burnt out, so I'm working on a video right now. Systech911, good morning. Donald, how's it going? Good morning. Perfect. People could hear me. That's awesome. Yeah, so I'm trying not to get too burnt out. It's a thing though. It's just been a lot of stuff has been coming in, and then trying to do videos and all of that. But anyway, tomorrow I'm going to have a day of rest. I need to take my one cat to the vet. She's going to get a rabies shot, and then we're I don't know what I'm going to do. I'll probably just take the day off. Hopefully not think about work. I do have a few quotes to do, but that's about it. Edward, good morning. Jose, good morning. Say who? Sorry if I messed that up. Good morning. So this week, what did we do this week? Yesterday we worked. We did a small little job, and I'll show you that. I put it on my TikTok. I also put it on Twitter. He had about 6 Cat 6A cables. We mounted his 6U rack, put his UDM Pro in, his 16-port PoE switch, tested all the cables, put in a new U6LR and a couple nanos. It was a decent job. It didn't take that long, but it was fun to do. Ali, good morning. Actually, I'll show you. How do I make sure that the sound's not going on? Okay. Oops, let's move my big head. So yeah, there wasn't that many cables to this. And he already had this TrendNet patch cable or patch panel, and they were numbered, but he had couplers on the back of it originally at his old location. So I popped out the couplers. We put in Cat 6A Keystone jacks, relabeled everything. I think he's gonna end up relabeling it himself to something other than, Workstation 1, AP1, AP2, AP3, AP4. It's just a small little residential install, but it was actually decent to do. Usually we don't do residential anymore. Jim, good morning. I said it right. Say who? Perfect. SPOE switch for your attic. No installation to serve 4 APs and 8 4K cameras. That's a good question. What is the... So you need 4 and 8, so you need 12. Let's look at the US store. They have better stuff there. Oops. I'd probably go with the Switch 24 PoE. I don't know what the heat limit is on it, but if there's no insulation in your attic, you probably would be all right. So you could go up to plus 40, which is pretty warm. So I'd probably do the Switch 24 PoE. If you needed less ports, this Flex switch is awesome, but seeing as you need over 4, you'll need to go with something else. Richard, good morning. Gordon, good morning. I don't have a ton of time today because I'm working with a client at 11 o'clock my time, so an hour from now, and I'll need a little break between, but we're redoing his full network. It's going to take probably about 6 hours. So it's gonna be different. Right now, I use 3 Flex utility. So what's the reason you're switching then? You just want to have it in one switch? And then we did this. Actually, we have to still go back to this job. I'm surprised. This one got way more views than this video, but this is just me with a cable comb, just showing. So I think these are just Cat 6 cables. There's about 60 or 70 of them, but we didn't pull any of the cables. The electrician did. And then we are just going in there to terminate and test. This site is using Belden keystones, which are okay. They have the little red insert to separate your pairs. But then they're also using I'll try to find it here in a second. This Belden 48 port high density keystone patch panel. Belden high density patch panel. So it's a 1U patch panel that fits 48 jacks. Oh crap. I can't go to that because it's an ad. It's very difficult to work on, and it's hard to snap in the keystone jacks. You have to use like a flathead screwdriver to get it in. Trying to find a picture. I can't seem to find one. Is that it? No, that's it there. Let me see if I copy the link. Nope, can't get to it. Damn it. So yeah, it's just a 1U patch panel, but with 48 ports in it, which I'll get some pictures when I'm back on site. I think I'm going back to site this week at some time. Yeah, so if I would get the 24, I think actually this doesn't have enough ports, I don't think. How many did you need again? The industrial switch. No, yeah, the industrial switch is really good in attics and things like that as well, but you only got the 8 ports. So really you're limited. Probably get the switch 24 PoE. Frederick, how's it going? Rupert from downtown Toronto. Awesome. So you're not too far away from me. About 40 minutes away. Where was I? I'm quoting another job downtown Toronto. I forget the street though. I'm terrible with directions. Paul, or P. Foster, how's it going? Quick questions. I have 2 U6 LRs. Used only one, however, need a second one and really wanted the EA. Okay. Has been out of stock. Yep. I'm not too sure about that because any beta product or anything like that, we don't have any insight to anyway. I don't have any of it. I don't even know how quickly they restock that. The U6 LRs, they seem to be stocking them back really quick now. The U6 LR is great. I love it. It's my favorite access point. However, I haven't tried the other one because it's an EA. So I don't really know. Nope. Daniel, PoE doesn't affect. I mean, we're standard. We're using Cat 6 now. We don't use shielded here unless it's specified. If we're going into like a, I don't even know, an industrial warehouse, we might use shielded. If the customer requests it, we'll put it in. But in Canada, you usually don't spec out shielded cable. We'll do Cat 6, sometimes Cat 6A. It depends. Ferris, how's it going? Good morning. Also, I bought a new guitar right there. Got that yesterday. So I bought what did I have before? I had an Epiphone SG. Epiphone SG. Oh, that's not it. Maybe it's not Epiphone. I don't even know. I think this is the electric I have. And then, so I bought it. I didn't play it for months. And then I just started playing again. I've wanted to learn some new songs. And then now I'm back into guitar and buying new guitars, which could become a very expensive hobby. I have this Focusrite, little mixer input thing that I used to use for my live streams and my mic. So I'm going to start, recording some guitar on my computer, which is going to be pretty cool. Yes, smash the like button. Let's see where we're at. We're at 5 likes, 10 likes, 38 people. Hello, Nerd Father. How's it going? From Sweden. Let's put that guitar down. I'm trying to think of what else has been going on. I don't even remember what I did this week. What did I do this week? We did this job. I honestly can't remember. We're still kind of in the process of doing. We had the big U6LR deployment. It's not completely finished yet. They have this other company who's running old Cisco switches and then Motorola access points. So what we've been doing in this install, we've just been going to mount all our access points and then putting a patch cable through the ceiling tile, leaving it mounted, and then we have a cutover date to cut over all our new gear. Well, 1 or 2 wings got affected because their Cisco switch died. It was non-PoE switches, so they have PoE injectors everywhere. Cisco switch died, and they had a couple wings down, so we had to rush in there, throw in a new our new switches, get all the uplinks done, and we had to get a ton of work done in like a 2-hour span because they use internet for, these carts that they need, and they need to have it up and running. So it was interesting. It made the project speed along a little bit, but hopefully we're going to be done that by the end of the week. No Tim's this morning. I did have Tim's this morning, and this is Tim's coffee, just in the canister. I'm assuming it's probably a Mexican Fender, just based on the price. You're talking. Oh yeah, it's the only Fender I have. I think that it was about almost $700, something around there. If it was American made, I'm not a guitar genius. I don't know everything about guitar, but I would assume that it would be more expensive. Anyway, I love the color of it, and I like the quality. Sounds good. My UDM Pro 11 port SOP not working at 10 gigabit and shows maybe replace the cable. What are you using between? Are you using a DAC cable? Are you using a fiber cable? Copper? What else is interesting? So I still need to do the Grandstream phone video, or not the phone video, the extension video and setting up zip trunks. So that will be coming. The next video I'm doing is, I might have mentioned this already in the live stream, but I'm going to be doing the smart floodlight. That's the next video. I'm working on that now. It's right beside me. Actually really, really cool, I think. And it comes with 2 different lenses. So we'll test out the lenses. I'm probably not going to show you how to mount it. Pretty self-explanatory. Put 4 screws in, put it on the, wherever, the brick, the whatever you're putting it on. I'm putting it on my fence. And we're powering it up with the switch, or a flex switch. And then we'll go back out at night, see how bright it actually is. And then I'll switch out the covers for it and see if that makes any difference. Yeah, it's a great guitar. Guitars are out of stock too, so I'm glad I found it. But right now I can't really play because my fingers kill from playing. I haven't played in so long. I haven't built the calluses up. We have another project we're finishing this week, which was, I don't know, 70 cables or something like that. UDM Pro, some PoE switches, access points, cameras. What we need to get in this week is the access control. So we're doing 4 doors. So it's going to be using, it's only 1 hub per door. So we just bought 4 smart access starter kits. So that's going to be cool. I think the integration of access is going to get a lot better in the future. If you've seen when you log into your UniFi controller, or I guess I could say UID, they have a video on it. I think access is going to get really interesting. And it's fairly easy to set up. It's your birthday. Oh, whose birthday is it? BJ, happy birthday. Awesome. I'm using a 10 gigabit SOP RJ45 transceiver. Are the switches like stacked on top of each other? They're not far away. I'd try using different cables. Remote connection do you use free? So are you talking when I do like client consultations, which software I use? I pay for mine. I use ConnectWise or Screen Connect, whatever their name is. Wi-Fi 6E, I have no idea. I think Aruba has a Wi-Fi 6E access point. I haven't tried it out yet. I tried getting it. But my contact at Aruba, they do the Instant On series. And this access point isn't a part of Instant On, so I don't know if I'll get it. And it's probably super expensive. Steve, good morning. How's it going? Lewis, I have tried to call you multiple times for help and answers. What are you calling me at? I tried to email you and call you time after this. I don't have any time today. I'm going to call all day. What email are you sending me, Lewis? Actually, you won't be able to post it. Send me an email. Send me an email, and then I'll see if I get it. Or I'll check my spam. I don't check my spam too much. If it's going to spam, I probably don't know. ConnectWise is awesome. I'm not an MSP. I've been maybe dabbling into it for some small clients, but I'm not too sure. So yeah, we'll see. I don't think, for Wi-Fi 6E, I don't think there's that much. Wi-Fi 6E APs. Like you have these like this, the Asus gaming router thingy. I don't think that's what you would be looking for. Oh, Juniper. I don't know if they have any. It'll be interesting if Ubiquiti does a Wi-Fi. Well, I'm sure they will. But when they're going to release it. My biggest thing is I hope they release a multi-gigabit Ethernet port on their APs. And it's kind of funny, I noticed this. I don't know if they switched back, but before on the enterprise switches, whoops, not the XG. I have this. I remember in my video, I'm pretty sure they said that these were meant for Wi-Fi 6. And I think they took that out. Like if we do a search, I think they take Wi-Fi 6 out. Maybe they didn't. Yeah, see, I can't find, even if I do a find, I'm pretty sure they took it out of here. The reason, I mean, what I thought they were going to do like 2.5 gig interfaces or something is because in here they said Wi-Fi 6. But I don't know if they've switched their verbiage on that for a certain reason or not, but hopefully they come out with that shortly. Yeah, it's the one on the website. Or just fill out this form here, then that will come to, yeah, just fill out the Hire-Us. Whoops. Click on here, just fill in, I guess, I mean, you could, whoops. You put in anything here and then just let me know what you're looking for. What else am I doing today? Today's just consultation work where we're switching over the whole network, and then there was another company who was looking after them and it's not working well. The person's the owner, they're not getting back to them. He's the owner of their UDM. So we're going to reset everything and then readopt everything. It's going to be a bit of a process. I don't think there is an email on my website, is there? I don't know. We got sales at Mac Telecom Networks. We got Cody at Mac Telecom Networks. Probably, I don't know if there is a contact. No, there isn't. You just need to fill in the, oh yeah, right here. Cody at Mac Telecom Networks. Ooh, I still have that up. Delete that. Yeah. Are you back to the gym yet? Yes, I go pretty much every day now. I'm feeling a little better. I lost a little bit of weight. It gives me a bit of energy in the mornings, but I'm going at about 4:30 in the morning. This morning I went a little later. I think I was at the gym at 5:30, and then I went for a walk outside, which it was freezing out. The next video, well, one of the next videos is going to be a network rack rebuild, my network rack rebuild. If you were in my live stream last week, I put in my NVR into my wall mounted rack, and there was too much weight. So the anchors or the toggle bolts ripped out of the wall, smacked me in the head. So now my network rack, which is, I think it's a 15U, is just sitting on the ground in my cold cellar. So what we're going to do, we're going to pull all the cables out of the cold cellar, and then redress the cables in and put them into a new rack, which is a StarTech, I think, on.ca, 25U. 25U, and this one's on wheels. I think this is the one I bought right here. So I had to put this together still. Yeah, I just need something on wheels because my cats always would follow me into my cold cellar. I'm glad they didn't that day. Because if that rack would fall on them, I mean, they would have been dead. It was about probably 300 pounds at least. So this will be interesting. I've never had a rack that's been on wheels, so I think it's going to make my life a lot easier and not fall. Yeah, you're you're right by me, aren't you? Are you in Queensville? I go to the Snap Fitness in Keswick. Bruce, how's it going? I sent you an email this morning. I sent you an email this morning. I don't use my sales email that often, so we'll start using my other one. Lots of connection issues with the UDM Pro L2TP. Works great with Windows. Yep. But can't wait. The one thing that isn't the best with UniFi is their VPNs. Seems like we just upgraded to gigabit from 100 megabits. Now we got to do 10 gigabits. Yes, there seems like there's a lot of the ISPs are coming out with more and more bandwidth. I don't know if I'm going to. I don't know if I'll get 10 gig into. I have no use for it. But yeah, so this StarTech, this will be fun to do. I just need to find a day where I have a full day that I could, rip everything out and then replace it. So if there's anything you want to see, I'll try to explain the best I can of what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. I know right off the bat, people are going to be freaking out that I have Cat 5e in my network. I have the majority of my cables in the house are Cat 5e, which is fine. It works perfectly fine for my house. Standard now we use Cat 6. I have a whole reel of Cat 6a, but I didn't feel like cutting into my walls and redoing it. But other than that, we'll end up doing my patch panels. We'll do the 6-inch cables. I'll show you labeling. I'll show you the wire wraps that I use on the back of the rack. Actually, I don't think I put it there. I'll show. So in the back of racks, we do put labels on the back of the cables saying what they are. So it will be like right here, or behind here, we'll put some wire wraps on it. Just in case the port ever gets pulled out for some reason, then we know what it is. And I don't think there's that much new in the Ubiquiti world. Canada got a couple things. So we got some G3 Flex covers, and then we got the G4 doorbell covers. I don't know if I'm going to buy them because I feel like this would make a very, very, very short video. I'd just be showing you what the covers look like, and that's pretty much it. The G4 brick, I think this one looks really cool, and I'm pretty sure mine is on my brick. So I may buy this one just to make it look a little nicer. But if I bought them all, I'm looking at, about $100 just for some covers. And after I put one on, I'll never use it again. I know your channel is focused on networking, but I have a question about hard drives. Okay, what is your question? Point-to-point Ubiquiti. That may be possible, where I'm in talks with some people, and we might be able to get a video up on that. I'm currently upgrading my Blue Iris server for my business. I am using 4 terabyte Western Digital Red, okay, and an M2 for Windows. I have about 16 cameras, so I would probably use purple drives. Purple are for the surveillance. I did see the video on the UniFi cabling instructions. I thought it was great. I don't know where Ubiquiti's going with that, but it was very high quality. I wish I could make videos that quality, but I'm not really a video editor. I kind of just cut my things together, but it was really well done. The person explained it very well. These 4 hard drives might give me about 45 days storage. I want to allocate 20 for the new clip storage. So I'm not too sure what Blue Iris. I don't use Blue Iris. But Joe from Controlling Tech does. You throw his channel in, and I think he does. Oh, there's me. I think he does some consulting work. He does work for Amazon, I believe. So he doesn't do this full time, but that's his. I would follow him and ask him more about the Blue Iris stuff. I've never even logged into it. Well, you won't be able to call me right now anyway, because I'm live streaming. Today, you won't be able to get a hold of me. I'll be answering phone calls probably tomorrow. I'm going to be busy all day with the consultation. In the process of upgrading my UniFi network controller from 6.2 to 6, did I just do that? 6.4.5. Let me take a look. I'm not going to look. I have to log in. I don't want to log in right now. David V, good morning. Yes, smash the like button. Where are we at here? 21 likes. Perfect. Do you know of a way to back up all your video from Protect? I don't as of yet. I'm hoping that they implement something because that would be good. You can back up your config to the cloud, which, I mean, configs on Protect aren't that hard to do. Jack, how's it going? I haven't seen you in a while. I have trouble writing and use Google. Okay, so send me an email. Yeah, send me an email. Andre, good morning. How's it going? You kept me interested while doing exercise. Awesome. Yeah, I need to start cycling. Yeah. I never do that. I'll run on the treadmill a little bit and then I'll use this Stairmaster thing that they have. The gym that I go to is very, very small. They don't have that much. If I wanted to go to like an LA Fitness or something bigger, it's about 20 minutes away from me. Yep. So, one thing that I do want to try out, though, which I can't get in Canada right now, is... What do I want to get? Where is it? This thing right here. The Smart Power Strip, which I don't know if anybody here has tried it out, if it's any good, or if it's... I mean, I'm assuming it's pretty much like the Smart Power Plug, but then you have 6 ports on it. I wish we could get it here. Maybe I'll check out with my distributor and see if they have it. I did get a few new shirts, and I don't remember where I put it. I have this shirt, and I think I got this shirt. I need to get a few more hats, too, because this one's getting pretty nasty. There was one really old... I just did it, or I'm doing a job, so somebody reached out to me, and they have an old UniFi video, so we need to cut them over. What am I trying to say? We need to cut them over from UniFi Video to UniFi Protect because the UniFi Video services are now down. You can't do remote viewing. But they had these super old UniFi cameras that I've never seen. I think they're like UniFi G3 Bullet, maybe? No, are they Bullet? I don't even think they're Bullet cameras. I don't know what they would be called. UniFi G3 cameras. And I'm not sure if they're going to work with Protect. I've never seen them before. I should have looked this up. But then they also have some UniFi G3 cameras. But it kind of looks like... is it Hikvision? Hikvision Bullet? See if this is it. It kind of looks like this. I don't know if any of you have seen a camera that looks somewhat like this that's Ubiquiti. But if you have, leave me the model number. I was pretty shocked because I've never seen it before. All you can do is turn ports on and off and monitor cable modems. The USB is all on and off. Okay, gotcha. No use. That kind of sucks. I mean, for the price point, though, I'm not surprised that it doesn't provide more analytics. I don't think anything new Ubiquiti's come out, so I won't be redoing videos. So people keep asking me every new controller update to redo a video. It's just not... The core audience isn't going to want to see that. And it's just duplicate of my work because I typically always use classic mode no matter what. I don't find I don't like the new UI yet. There are some good features in it, but the majority of it, I still go back to classic. The firewall rules, that thing in the new UI kills me. Let's see. The TP-Link series, I think I'm going to put that on hiatus for now because it takes a lot of work and it's not doing overly well. But we're going to continue with our Grandstream stuff. We have a lot of Grandstream stuff to go through. I just need to find some time to make the videos. Will I have a difference in speed if my cables in the house are Cat6 and the Keystone terminals? No, but I probably would just buy Cat6 ends. They're not that expensive. Like if you look, I don't know where you live, but Cat6 Keystone. Well, and that depends if you know how to punch them down as well. You buy a pack of 25 for $39. These are, just kind of no-name ones, but I'm sure they do the job. I use vertical cable keystone jacks. We're going to be quoting another job. Actually, I need to get the quote out probably tomorrow. It's for this big warehouse for UniFi. We're going to be using UniFi cameras. There's about 45 cameras. The roofs are about 40 feet high. So I need to figure out how I'm going to mount the cameras. I'm thinking a conduit from the I-beam to a box and then mount the camera to the box. One thing I wish is if Ubiquiti would come out with some mounting options, is they don't have any back boxes at all. So you kind of have to retrofit what you need. But I'm probably not going to be on here much longer because I have some work to do today. So I'll be on another 5-10 minutes. So if you have any questions, let me know. I also bought this tester, which I'm taking it back because I do not like it. An Alley Link Runner. It was like, is this it? Yeah, here it is. Here. So it was pretty pricey. It was about $2,500 for this tester. It shows you if you plugged into a keystone, it would show you which switch port it's connected to. That worked great. The cable, the wire map is pretty useless. I could use a $10 wire map and it would tell me the same information. What I'm looking for is something that prints out the cable map information to a PDF, which this does, but it's very limited in what it tells you. Then again, this isn't a certified cable tester. With certified testers, you're having to pay about 15 grand to get that type of stuff, and I don't have that type of extra cash to do right now, or to buy that. But this is just not working how I like. And they say that it's Fluke, but Fluke doesn't own NetAlley, so it was kind of misleading. I think Fluke at one point did own them years ago, but now somebody else does. Where am I? Were they the UVC UniFi? I don't know, but let's take a look. Yes, they were. They were this one right here. Oh, yeah. I've never seen them before. I've only recently started installing. I never even installed G3 cameras. My business is still fairly new, but yeah, I'm hoping these things go onto UniFi Protect. If not, we're gonna have to replace them, probably with some G4 bullets if I could get some. Yes, smash the like button. Hey Cody, I found these old UniFi cameras you mentioned. Yes, that's right. Yep, it's that one. It was just so different looking to me. I'm like, I don't think those are UniFi, and then you could see the symbol right on the side. Oh yeah, YouTube doesn't let you send links for some reason. What do you power the switch? You could do you could do anything. You could use PoE plus or PoE plus plus. It will just give you different wattage that comes out of it, I believe. Let's see. So if you do, I can't really see PoE plus plus 46 watts. And then if you just put PoE plus, it's going to give you 15 watts. Do day in the life of Cody video content. Day in the life of me is pretty boring. I work and then, play video games. Sometimes play my guitar, walk, go to the gym. I don't know if people would want to see that type of vlog. Whistle, how's it going? Yeah, I just don't know if they're going to translate to the UNVR or the UDM Pro or Protect. The micro camera, I saw one of my clients, they had the Micro Canada, and it's showing that it's a new camera. But it's not. I don't know. They must have their labeling wrong on the Ubiquiti website. Because they did it for something and I bought it and I was going to do a video on it. I think it's in the US store. But it was like 3 years old. So it was this thing right here. So it was the access point mesh dual band antenna. And that goes with that little mesh AP with the, 2 prongs. So I bought it. I'm like, oh, I'm going to do a video with it, see what the coverage is, because it said it was new. And I like to buy new gear and, test it out. Anyway, yeah, it's like 3 years old. So I won't be doing a review on that. There's an MDNS little toggle switch that you could turn on and off. MDNS doesn't work properly right now, though. Am I working on the Grandstream series? I am. It's just I'm not a Grandstream expert. I'm not Willie Howe. I'm not well, actually there's not really any other YouTubers who do Grandstream. So I need to learn it. And with the extensions and zero config, there's a lot to it. So that's probably going to be its own video. But yes, I am still working on it. It's going to be a full series. That one I'm going to do because I want to learn it, front to back. I have another consultant I'm working with who's doing some Grandstream for me. I may contact Willie to do another one in Texas for me, but we'll see. We'll see where it goes. I'm also going to see if we could put the UniFi phones onto our Grandstream system, because one of my clients have UniFi phones, a lot of them, and it's not working that well, so they might want to move it over to Grandstream. I don't know how I could buy that. That's the thing, and I think Willie already did a video on this. I may be able to reach out to my distributor, but I don't think they have it on Amazon or anything like that. It doesn't look, unless this is it here. No, that's TP-Link. And I thought Ingenious, I think they're sending me a 2.5 gig switch. I'll have to follow up with them on that. But I'd like to try out some more Grandstream access points. I've done one video, maybe 2 videos on their access points. I'm going to try and buy a switch for a business tomorrow. They recently upgraded to like 448 Pro or port Netgears. So they have... Oh, nice. Nice. The Netgears aren't bad. The Netgear switch is all right if the managed switches. You can put the UniFi phones. Okay, perfect. Because they have about 50 or 60 UniFi phones. And something's not working properly with it. I live in the 4th floor of a condo and I have my own garage in the ground or on the ground floor. Are there any products that I can get wireless down there? I don't know. Like, can you hardwire a cable? You could do point to point if it's wireless. I just don't know if the building owner would allow you to do that either. Pedro, yes, I will be once I get it. Whenever it comes out at EA, I will be doing a full video on it. I love to use the USW Pro for VoIP, but can't set persistent settings for jumbo frames. Oh, AVoIP, IGMP fast, etc. Any way to tune the multicast settings in the... I don't think so, no. But then again, I haven't looked into it. I'm very new to VoIP, so this is going to be... it's going to be an interesting journey. I know you could turn jumbo frames on, but I don't know what the MTU... I don't know if you could specify that it's a, 10056 MTU size. All right, no problem, Lewis. I've been trying to configure the VPN on a modded controller and log in via iOS. Does Radius need to be set up first? So there's no Radius server in Amada. You have to host that Radius server somewhere else. He literally hung a switch to... Oh my, that's crazy. I see that. We see that all the time. The place that we're doing this Wi-Fi 6 stuff, or all the LRs, it's a rat's nest. There was the other place that I'm coding for cameras. This guy, his network room was pristine. I wish I could take a video of it. It was the cleanest room. He's like, sorry, it's a bit messy in here. Opens the door up, and there wasn't even a box on the ground. It was so clean. It was insane. Let me try to look that up. All right, well, I'll write that because I've been looking for some good alternatives for power strips. I am planning on doing follow-up videos for PFSense 6100. Yep, for sure. It's just if I gotta find some time. We've been really busy. I need to have about 10 more of me, and I think we'd be good. I'm thinking about maybe hiring a contractor to do some of my remote UniFi work, like consultations, but I've tried to hire this one person, and I don't know. They said they knew what they knew, and they didn't really know anything. So I need to find somebody I trust. I'm gonna try to buy the Switch tomorrow. Nope. Let me just pull this off to the side. Oh, it's MikroTik? I have well, and then we have MikroTik series to come out. Oh yeah. Did I think Serve the Home did a review on this. He's done a lot of videos on MikroTik and reviews. Do you have any tutorials on how to connect the USG Pro 4 to other router? I don't. So how do I find these guys? You mean people that I try to get to work? I kind of put out a look online for people who say they have UniFi experience. I'll look for other companies to see if they want to do it for me as well. But a lot of the people, like I have a ton of clients in Texas, and I'm in Canada, obviously. They say they can't find anybody with UniFi experience. Maybe it's not that much in demand, but I feel like a lot of people use Ubiquiti now. Or I'll ask people in my Discord if they, I just need to make sure somebody's at my level or better, to be able to do that. Because we get quite a lot of work. Some's design work, remote design work. We have a couple car factories in Spain that I'm working on right now, and it really just comes down to time, and I don't have enough of it to do it all. Where in Texas? That's a good question. I don't know. I'd have to look at the information. I have a couple car companies that I do down there. It's like a year old. It was a stand before they upgraded. So they said I could get it pretty cheap. Oh, that's awesome. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the MikroTik. I think they have had some CVEs lately. I've done one MikroTik video, or maybe two. Just like a very basic one. I will let you know. I'll send you an email back. I'm not looking at my emails right now. But yeah, so tomorrow, watch out for my UniFi floodlight video. And then after that, I'm not too sure what's going to be after that. It may be the next video series in the Grandstream, or it could be my network rack rebuild. I need to do my network rack rebuild because one of the cables actually ripped out from the keystone. So I think that was one of my my front door camera. I have the doorbell camera there still. So I need to get that back up and going. Yes, MikroTik's UI is brutal. I agree with you there. You mentioned you were afraid of the rack falling down. I am too. So the only reason it was my fault because you can't put too much weight on your racks or it will just rip down. I bought an outdoor swing chain. Oh, that's a good idea actually. And it will be mounted to a wooden joist. So in my basement, I should have put a backboard on it, and I didn't. I just drilled right into the concrete. It was kind of an oversight. I probably shouldn't have even had my network room in the cold cellar in the first place. What the G4 pair is on? Does the blue ring light? Yeah, so it is on all the time, and then it will circle if there's motion, but you could turn that off if you don't want it on. I wouldn't recommend using Ethernet couplers if it's like your last resort, yes, but typically you would want to run a straight run. Yes, plywood backring always. Yep. We do it for all our customers. This was just for my house, and I don't know why I did it differently. But anyway, I'm not putting it on the wall anymore. Took me months to learn about but yes, I heard that. And I have two routers. I have two MikroTik routers. So we'll be able to do a couple things, I guess, with it. Maybe some routing protocols, RIP version 2, OSPF, IBG or BGP, internal BGP, stuff like that. I'll have to get some other routers, but either way. I think that's pretty much it for today. So watch out for the video tomorrow, and then we will be back live next Sunday. It will probably be around the same time. I think this is probably a good time for like Europe, because what time would it be now? Just almost 4 o'clock, something like that. So we'll probably stick to the 10 o'clock, because then I could get stuff done during the day. I was only since right now I have a cheap 5-port switch. I mean, if it'd work, it will work. It's not gonna, you probably won't notice it. All right, everybody, it's 4:40. Okay, perfect. Well, have a good day or rest of your Sunday, and I will see you next week. Take care.